I've seen multiple movies in my time. I've seen a lot of bad ones too. I've seen Rocketeer Decision, which affected me personally. I've seen Hottie and the Naughty. Just to name two of the big. I've seen Paul Blart 2 Mall Cop. I've seen Pixels. I've seen 50 Shades of Grey. I've seen a lot of bad films in my time. But I've never seen a movie such as offending when it comes to homosexuality. A movie that talks about nothing but sex and drugs.
In a bad way.
I've never seen a movie that talks about nothing more than sex, than drugs, sex and drugs, sex and drugs, drugs and sex, all throughout a fucking movie as this.
And it is not even in a podcast.
I have never fucking seen a shitty movie with bad acting, can't take none of the characters seriously, and the plot of this fucking movie is all it is just a grandpa who wants to get laid. And as soon as his wife passed away the next day. I've never seen a fucking shitty movie as Dirty Grandpa. Literally, when it comes to movies, this is one thing. The first thing he started talking about was, I want to get laid by young chicks. I want to get fucked. I was at my wife's bedside, telling me that go out and get some. Well, clearly, if I was married and my wife died the next day, I would not want to get laid. I'd be fucking crying in tears and mourning over my wife's death, the one I truly love. But no, in this, none of that happened. It was a fucking asshole who wanted to get laid. That's what this was. He just wanted to get fucking laid. And throughout this whole movie, you met so many shitty characters in this whole entire film. Let me name one of them right now. Tam Pam, who's a small shop owner, who is a fucking high-up-the-ass drug seller. And he made so many appearances throughout this whole fucking movie at some of the stupidest times. No, excuse me, not some. All of the stupidest times in this whole entire film. He's one of the most stupidest characters and one of the so biased yet one of the stupidest and yet dumbest characters in the whole film. Let me name another one of them. What was her name?
Okay, I'll give you some of the names right now. First of all, yeah, I'm joining along with them, folks, ladies and gentlemen. You know me as Romy Boy. Now, I just want to make this clear. I saw this way before Gary did, because Gary wasn't home. And I saw this along with Justin Williams. I am not kidding you, folks. Like, I heard this movie was bad. Richard Roeper, okay? Richard Roeper literally said this is arguably one of the worst movies he has ever seen. And he said this, if Dirty Grandpa isn't the worst film of 2016, he's going to have some serious cinematic torture in his near future. Okay, this movie is worse than Pixels. This movie is worse than Vacation. It's worse than Haunted House 2. It is unbelievable. It's on par with Lord Ass 2.
Alright, well, folks, let me go over some of the characters right now in this movie. I already covered the fucking druggie. Let me go over some. Pamela. Let's
talk about, the dumbass slut Lenore.
Before you do that, I want to go through the characters you have list one by one at least. First off, you have Cousin Nick, who is a fucking drug, who, again, yeah, this was one of the factors this movie was around, again, druggies, who is high up the ass, offensive as shit, druggy, offensive son of a bitch, that's what he was.
Yeah, folks, during the funeral of their beloved grandmother, he's high and drunk as hell, and
he takes the fucking beer, dumps it all over the casket, saying,
yeah,
you there, Grandma.
On top of the flowers that are on top of the casket. And you know what he said? He's like, shame for her that she died of murder. She's like,
oh, he gave 2 fucks!
And he's
2 fucks!
It's like, everyone's like, dude, she died of cancer. She's like, if you want to believe that, if you want to believe that false. I'm just like, this guy, and he's talking to, there's scenes where he's talking to a priest about how it's hard for him to breed dogs, and he has to jack off one into the other dog to breed.
It was so stupidly descriptive!
This guy is the absolute fucking worst. One of the worst. I couldn't say the absolute worst. every character in this movie,
You
every
can't take none of them
single
serious.
one is an unlikable, degenerate piece of fucking garbage.
Then we have the hot chick. Oh, let me say this right now. Zac Efron's character, Jason, Robert De Niro's character, the grandpa. Let me say right now, Jason, who was supposed to get married to Meredith, who is an obnoxious, narcissistic bitch.
Yes,
That all she fucking cared about was herself and her stupid wedding. That's all she cared about throughout this whole film.
And she's played by Jillian Holt. I forget how I pronounce it. You know, very beautiful, very talented actress. Wow, this is some of the worst shit I've ever seen.
The acting is bad. Then we have...
Dude, everybody was fucking repulsive.
You want? All right. Here's what I consider the second worst character out of the movie. We have fucking Lenore, who's the dumb, annoying, horny up the ass slut, who all she cared about was getting fucked. That's all she cared. Oh wait, excuse me. Why am I saying that? Because this whole movie was about drugs and sex. That's all it was.
It's literally the movie, folks. After Robert De Niro's character, his name is Dick. Dick Kelly.
Oh, perfect name. His name is
no
Dick.
shit.
His name is Dick. Perfect.
Okay, and after the passing of his wife, who he was married to for like 40 or 50 years, the very next day, I'm not kidding you, folks, the very next day, the movie is nothing about, all it is Zac Efron. He was originally supposed to transport Robert De Niro to a location, but Robert De Niro character says, no, we're going to spring break in Daytona. The whole movie is about Robert De Niro using Zac Efron to drive him around so he can get fucked by a hot college student.
That's all this movie was
That's
about.
literally the fucking movie.
That's all this movie was about. No interesting stuff. By the way, this was supposed to be a comedy. There was nothing funny about this movie to begin with.
I fucking... Folks, let me tell you something. This movie, when this movie was over, I was emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually just destroyed.
Alright, then we have next character. We have Cody and Bra. The fucking high up the ass, jockey, all preppy lacrosse players.
Oh my god, the lacrosse retards. There's these two guys who they meet up with because of Shadia and
yeah, Shadia, who's a fucking beautiful, obnoxious hippie who's all into, we gotta stick to the plan. Who's an obnoxious hippie to begin with?
Stereotypical. Every fucking character in this movie is an overly obnoxious, stupid fucking stereotype. Every single one.
But let me tell you now, Cody and Bra, Bra.
Oh my
Stupid
God,
Call of Duty talk. That's all it was. Bra.
Oh fuck me. Oh yeah, and you got, I think his name is Tyrone, who's an overly stereotypical black homosexual.
Oh my god, it was so fucking. Robert De Niro's character was so fucking racist and
not only
offensive.
racist, but homophobic like you wouldn't believe.
Now, folks, let me talk about the characters that I fucking hated the most.
I do too. I fucking
These
hate
characters,
these guys.
I fucking hated the most. It was the fucking cops.
The Officer Finch and Officer Reader. Seriously, these people can fucking burn in hell. I hated these guys. That would never happen.
Here's something that I don't understand. They arrested a guy not only for being naked on a beach, and mostly he got arrested for drugs. Wait, let me talk about that with the drugs. So let me get this straight.
Oh my God.
Along with in jail was Tam Pam, who was in there as well. Here's the thing, though.
A drug dealer, and he was in jail because he sold peyote to middle school kids.
He's in jail. Here's the thing, though. Zac Efron was on.
I got this right here. I wrote it down.
Zac was in jail. Well, Jason was in jail for being naked on a beach.
His name is Pam. It's short for Pamela.
Quote unquote, he was doing child molestation to a little boy.
Oh, that fucking with the B.
Oh my god, that was fucking terrible.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Shit.
Now, peyote. Tam Pam. Excuse me. He got arrested for selling peyote to middle schoolers.
But here's the thing, though, that doesn't make sense. Peyote told the cop that he was going to give him some sort of drug to make his male hormones come out.
Okay, the cop Officer Reader, he lets him out scot-free.
That does not make no fucking sense! It makes no sense!
He lets him out scot-free because he knows he's selling drugs, but...
And he's giving him drugs!
He knows he's going to offer him human growth hormones.
It makes no fucking sense! If this was reality, it would make no sense!
What fucking reality does this take place? And just because he's going to give him human growth hormones to get big, he lets him out scot-free. And it gets better. Then when he gets released, the fucking drug guy asks for the bag of drugs that he walked in here with.
It makes no sense!
He gave it to him, and he walked away scot-free.
Makes no sense! And while they looked at Efron looking like, oh, you child molester. It makes no fucking sense. And later on, you want to know, later on in the movie...
Can I explain this next scene? I gotta explain these next two scenes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
After that, when Jason asks for his phone call, you know, because he's a lawyer, he gets a phone call. He asks if he can use a phone call. So, Officer Finch, played by Mo Collins, his woman, she takes. I'm not believing I'm fucking saying this. She takes his cell phone, you know, which they confiscate, shoves it down her pants, and takes a picture of her hairy vagina. And then when she pulls it out, and she says, "Hey, that's a snacks chat," and she's like shaking it as if it's dirty. After, I'm not kidding, folks. And then when Jason makes bail, thanks to his asshole grandpa, and he's only in his underwear because so the police offer him some clothes. What type of clothes?
One had bloodstained pants, the other one had sperm pants.
Clothes from the 1990s orgy gone bag. Either semen or bloodstained jeans. So Jason requested the blood, but Finch is an asshole and gives him the semen jeans instead. And he came out wearing a tight pink belly shirt that says "Stop staring at my tits." I am not fucking making this up.
And here's the thing, though. Jason was trying to talk to his grandpa, getting all pissed. But here's the thing, though. You couldn't take him serious, especially wearing a fucking shirt like that.
And, let me tell you something. I thought Ice Cube and Ryder Schlong, thank you, Petro Man, and Ryder Schlong 2 was bad. Robert De Niro's character, Dick Kelly, is one of the biggest fucking racist, deplorable, cocksucking assholes I have ever seen in my life.
Out of all the characters, the fucking cops were the ones I hated the most.
Cops were the worst.
Now, here's one thing, though.
The drug guy and fucking Cousin Nick.
Most annoying characters.
And the narcissist. Every character's and the narcissist. Oh my god, everyone. Everyone's awful.
They're all horrible. But you want to know the worst thing about this film? Let alone, later on, they arrested Jason for having drugs on him. Where clearly, they freed a man who sold drugs and gave drugs to fucking police!
Oh my god.
Makes no sense!
Okay, there's a sequence where they're at a hotel and grandson are having a Bond moment, even though it's stupid as fuck.
Oh, Bond moment.
Where Robert De Niro's like, if you're gonna get married, you gotta keep it interesting. Like my wife, like every 5 years we try to do anal. Oh my god, you fucking serious?
No, and plus, here's the thing, throughout this whole movie, they say so much the most ridiculous shit that you don't give a crap about. Oh, Andre the Giant, when he, in the Playboy Mansion.
This was the final words that Robert De Niro's character, Dick Kelly, says to his grandson. He's like this: when Andre the Giant was at the Playboy Mansion, he stacked 5 girls on top of each other, and he finger fucked all of them, because that's how big his hands is.
Oh, who gives a flying fuck? Who gives a flying fuck about this movie?
Dude, do you want to start from beginning to end?
We're already covering already enough of the film as it is.
Okay. Basically, the movie starts out where they're at the grandmother's funeral, and Cousin Nick is being an obnoxious, fucking, just deplorable asshole. And he's doing this, like, for a while. And then next scene, it shows Dick, mourning of his wife, and during the eulogy, his fucking narcissistic bitch ass wife, literally during the eulogy, gets out her phone and all she does is talks about their fucking wedding, and what she wants, not what he
That's
wants.
all she cared about was a fucking wedding. That's all she cared about was a wedding. I'd say, oh my god, I want this for my wedding. I want that for my wedding. What dress am I gonna wear?
Eulogy, nonetheless. Okay, and then you have fucking cousin Nick talking about, you know, jerking off dogs to breed them in front of a pastor, and talking about like coming and all other types of shit. This is the scene where after the funeral they all get together to mourn their loss, and he's talking like this.
Getting so descriptive, which is disgusting as hell. And by the way, I don't mean to cut you off, but here's the thing, even though we're reviewing, but keep it at least, let's try and keep it a little short at least.
Okay.
But the next scene, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna skip ahead. The next scene was Jason walks into his grandpa's house, he hears some music on, all of a sudden, the day after, he got fucking jerking off!
He walks in, dude, in Dick's house with the door open, and he's playing music all over the place, and he's got fucking wine, alcoholic bottles all over the place, and he walks in, what is he doing?
He's jerking off.
I'm not kidding you.
He's masturbating.
He's got a bottle of lotion and Kleenexes and shit right next to him, and he's jerking off to fucking porn. This is within 10 minutes of the movie.
I don't understand. Okay, for you people out there who actually enjoy this movie, please explain why this movie was good.
This movie, you can seriously fuck off. Don't you ever fucking come across me.
Who?
You're a deplorable piece of shit. No, fuck it, Gary. I'm gonna say it. Anybody who finds this movie redeeming, you are a fucking senseless, deplorable piece of fucking garbage.
It's that simple.
I'm serious. I'm fucking serious. Richard Roper, I applaud you. I applaud you.
He hit every nail on the head right about this movie.
That review was brilliant.
He was brilliant about this movie. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to his reviews.
Well, sometimes I may disagree with him, but man, when he hits a fucking home run. And seriously, I took how many times I took a break through this movie? I took 9 fucking breaks in a 95-minute movie. I didn't take this many breaks during Lord S 2.
This movie, and you said this movie was on par with Lord S 2.
If not fucking worse. You want to know why? Gary's gonna laugh, I know, because I was speechless. I was somewhat in a frozen, vegetated state, and I was losing my fucking mind on the Filmtastic forum, and I was like, I need to lay down because I'm just like, I was so stressed.
He kept saying over and over.
Laid down. 30 minutes later, like the stress got to me, and I had to haul ass to the toilet.
Hold on,
diarrhea.
Hold on, before you say that, speaking of that, there you go.
That summarizes this. Yeah, I was flying to anything in this fucking movie. Seriously, this movie gave me the worst case of diarrhea. I'm not making it. Dude, no cornflakes or Romeos with the fiber. This movie pissed me off, stressed me out so bad that I was on the toilet shitting my guts out for 20 minutes. I'm not joking, folks. No movie's ever done that to me. You can say this movie literally knocked the shit right out of me.
Literally, you knocked the shit right out of him. That's how bad this movie was. But folks, anyways, back to what we were talking.
Oh my god, there's so many bad scenes in this fucking movie. Folks, this is every bad comedy rolled into one. It's got hateful characters. The message behind it is fucking deplorable. Every joke is awful.
It's all offending. Oh, there's the lesbian.
Oh yeah. Around the halfway mark. Oh, Danny Glover. Why were you in this movie as a cameo?
Oh my god, he was so bad. So fucking bad.
He was like 2 minutes and it was awful.
Oh, there's the tall lesbian.
Yeah, they keep pointing out Zac Efron is a fucking lesbian. I'm like, this is hot for shit all over. Thank you, Lauren. This is hot for shit all over again. Because remember how they were making out that Reese Witherspoon is a fucking 12-year-old boy, yet she's hot as fine as hell, and yet they making like Zac Efron is a lesbian. I'm sorry, women, if they see Zac Efron, they want to flock into his arms, goddammit. I bet you.
No, not me.
Well, that's because, that's kind of funny because you are a woman. See, that was funny anything in that fucking movie. I know, I'm just but seriously, folks, I told Gary,
This movie was really bad.
Jesus, prepare yourself, because this is going to be one of the worst fucking things you ever see.
Oh.
Am I right, Gary?
I took a break 3 times. I'm not joking you. You want to know the worst thing? Let me show you all right now what I had to do. It may sound a little ridiculous, but I went through 2 fucking boxes of Capri Sun. Even though I'm keeping this box on, this one's almost empty. So speaking of that, I'm going to have one right now. But still, folks, with all seriousness, without joking aside, I took 3 breaks in this movie. I lost my shit. I told him multiple times I wanted to stop because how fucking bad this movie was.
He wanted to stop around, the 45-minute mark. The 45 and the 60-minute mark. That's what I wanted. I'll tell you when I took breaks. I took breaks at. Okay, first one was at the before not even 10 minutes when he was beaten off. The second one was at 21 minutes after that golf sequence. The next one was at 26 minutes after they meet annoying hippie and dumb slut and or his typical homosexual. And oh my god.
Yeah, Dirty Grandpa, right? It actually made a perfect title. Oh, it was a Dirty Grandpa, right? It was fucking no. It was not called a Dirty Grandpa. It was called Shitty Grandpa. That's what it's called.
Folks, I'm going to say this right now, and Gary's going to be with me. I thought Ride Along 2 was bad. Folks, we're just barely hitting February. I'm going to agree with Richard Roper on this.
You want to know something? Along with this?
This is the worst film of the year. I'm not sure if 50 Shades of Black or The Turd Lava Dump is going to top this. I am dead serious.
Folks, I'm probably going to pretty much remaster what he said. A lot of films, a lot of bad or good films hasn't even came out as of yet. And already, I'm going to tell you right now, I already got my #1 worst movie of the year so far.
Same here.
This film.
And you know what? And so does Richard Roper. He said the same thing.
This is so far the worst film of the year.
Oh,
is that
okay, hold on,
fucking
read some of
bad.
this shit.
Oh.
Mike Ryan of Uprocks, he stated that this was the absolute worst movie he has ever seen in a movie theater. Glenn Kelly said the movie is so incredibly consistent in failing to land an honest laugh that about an hour into it, it's not being funny becomes laughable. I don't know how that's true. Okay, Mark Commode. He's like a famous critic. I think he's a British critic. He said this: after Dirty Grandpa, I did feel genuinely unclean. I want to go and have a shower because it's just so revolting. Somewhere in hell, there is a multiplex playing this with movie 43. I'm going to say this right now. This is worse than movie 43. This is worse than A Haunted House 2. This is worse than Vacation. This is worse than Pixels.
Here's the thing, though. This is worse than any movie combined except Rocket's Your Decision. But that movie affected me personally. But that's a different story.
Dude, this is worse than Tammy. This is worse than... Folks, this might be... Okay, you ready for this, Gary? This is on par with Dirty Love as the worst R-rated comedy I have ever fucking seen.
By the way, here's the thing, though. At the end,
I'm not joking!
Oh, by the way, I don't mean to say right now, but this movie's also predictable as well. Here's the thing, though. This movie's also predictable. You wanna know what happened at the diner scene? As soon as they showed the hippie girl, that's what I'm gonna call her, hippie girl. No.
Yeah, hippie girl and dumb slut.
You know what I'm gonna call her? Hippie the bitch. No, hippie the bitchy. That's what I'm gonna call her.
Hippie. Well, we already called one of them, I just called her...
Narcissistic bitch.
Just call her hippie girl.
Hippie girl.
Hippie
So
girl,
pretty
dumb
much,
slut,
as soon as they showed the hippie girl I told Romy this. As soon as they showed the hippie girl, the dumb slut, and the homosexual, I called at the beginning. He's gonna end up with her at the end. I was fucking right.
The grandpa's gonna end up fucking the slut.
It was so predictable. And by the way, here's the thing though. How the hell was he fucking her without even taking her pants off?
Yeah, I'm not kidding you, folks. The way the movie ends shows them fucking, and then the camera pans out into like a shot of the city, and you hear Robert De Niro coming. That's how the movie ends.
Celine Dion, I feel so bad for you that your song was used in this movie twice. I feel so bad for you. I feel so bad.
Song, Gary?
What?
What's the name of that song?
I think it's called "You Belong to Me."
You Belong to Me. Okay,
I believe that's what it's called.
okay. Just like Josh Gad
Oh,
did in Pixels.
Oh, that offended me. I believe it's called Yeah, You Belong to Me.
Jillian Hot and well, I know second. Well, I guess it was still a bad scene, but Jillian Hot fucking ass raped this song. She
Yeah.
ass raped it to death.
It was fucking atrocious. I was not happy about it either. But here's the thing, though. With Tears for Fears, that fucking ruined me. Because here's the thing, though. I love both. Musically, I'm going to get separate.
Well, you're a bigger fan of Tears for Fears, but you gotta admit, that was just bad.
Oh, Celine Dion, I feel so sorry for you, Celine.
I feel so
so bad.
All the bullshit she has to go through recently with the loss of some of her loved ones, and then she's gotta hear about this movie literally taking her song and raping it.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad for her. So, folks, all I can say right now, usually in the captions, I say there's positives and negatives. There's no positives.
There's not a single fucking good thing about this movie.
You want to know the only thing good about this movie was the fucking the Lionsgate symbol, the Lionsgate logo.
I thought you were gonna say the sunglasses.
Nah, I was just being an ass. I was just being an ass.
Oh yeah, Lionsgate. These people suck.
The only thing good was the fucking logo. Before the movie started was the fucking logo. That was the only thing. But that doesn't even matter what rating. So, folks, I'm gonna try and wrap it up right now. And with overall thoughts, I've said at the beginning, I'll say again, this is the most offending, narcissistic, hateful, non-serious, most racist, druggist, and sexual, stupid, non-funny, rated R movie I give out of 5. I give this movie a fucking big fuck you, a 0 out of 5.
You know what? I almost want to give this a negative score because I'm not kidding you, folks. This movie is that so bad. It's on par with fucking Dirty Love.
I give it a 0 out of 5. 0 out of 5. I'm not giving it any higher.
This movie is so bad. It doesn't even deserve a decimal, a fraction, or like anything. It deserves a negative. It's a fucking 0 to infinity.
It's a fucking 0
It's
out of 5.
Bad.
And folks, you all knew about my hatred in Haughty and the Naughty. This was worse than Haughty and the Naughty.
You know what? I wouldn't. I don't know if I would go that far.
This was
hold
worse.
on a second.
This was worse for me.
I can understand.
Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that.
Oh, whoops. Okay. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Seriously, like, yeah. Here we go. This movie is every fucking bad comedy, every bad R-rated comedy rolled into one. It's sexist. It's offensive. It's racist. It's ridiculous. It's complete utter bullshit. It's deplorable. It's got some of the worst characters it's got arguably the worst characters of the year, the worst screenplay of the year. I couldn't believe this. The jokes, every joke falls completely flat. It's not funny. It's got some of the worst scenes I think I've seen in my entire fucking life.
And every single character is hated.
Oh, fucking hated every single one of them.
Oh.
If you people out there find this shit funny
or a guilty pleasure,
get the fuck out of here. Don't talk to me. Don't even. No, I'm gonna go far as saying this. Don't even. No, actually, no. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to be fair to Gary. But yeah, if you enjoy this movie, don't even fucking dare to contact me because I will be on your ass like white on rice. I'm serious.
That's how bad this movie was.
If this movie came out last year, this might be my number 1.
So yeah, folks.
Fuck this movie, motherfuck this movie, motherfuck everybody that was associated with this piece of shit. And Robert De Niro, you're fucking better than this.
You've done better films than this.
He was the Godfather, man. Raging Bull.
Who's fucking
Casino. Freaking Silver Linings Playbook. Goodfellas.
Taxi Cab.
Oh, freaking Taxi Driver, The Deer Hunter. Holy fuck!
He's done so much better than this.
This is, dude. I thought Meet the Fockers was bad. I thought the live action Rocky and Bullwinkle movie was bad. This took the fucking cake in a landslide, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Go ahead, Gary.
All right, well,
this is one of the most awful fucking things I've ever seen in my life.
Well, I already gave my rating, gave it. It doesn't deserve no fucking higher point. I don't understand why people would give this a positive rating, not saying names.
Oh, I don't even know why people would give it a
get it. This movie was fucking bad. Like I said, it's a 0 out of 5, 0 out of 10, but you know I go out of the 5. So
0 out of 5. And you know what?
It's
I
0
was
out of
telling
5.
Gary, he's like, Gary, I was right about this. He's like, no, you weren't about right. You were 100% accurate, Jerome.
I didn't say 100%. I said you are fucking accurate.
Well, you're fucking accurate, yeah.
No, that's how bad. He wasn't right. He was dead on fucking accurate about this film.
Yeah.
It was
And
bad.
he understands our pain too, because he saw this. He almost walked out like 4 or 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
I took 9 breaks. I've never taken that many breaks before. The movie literally gave me the worst case of diarrhea. Because the stress and the frustration got to my stomach.
I actually gotta take a shit too, you know. Well,
see, it's coming. This movie.
Well, I've been fine throughout the whole thing, so.
Like, be careful. You might come out. When you come out, something but air will come out. Okay, and
A little liquidy.
this movie is a contagious fucking disease you need to
Exactly
avoid. The only reason why you should see this movie is if you're going to do a worse of 2016, because I guarantee you this is going to be on, near, or at the top of the list.
Oh, this is gonna be at the top of my list for sure. That's
Like,
how.
I don't think nothing's going to top this.
No, nothing.
So go ahead, sign her off. I'm leaving the floor to you.
Well, we gave our thoughts about this movie as it is. I have a feeling that this review is going to be pretty accurate and pretty really viewed on the YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Fuck anybody who thinks this bullshit is good. I'm serious. I'm going there.
So folks.
Yeah, gotta respect their opinion. Fuck that. Fuck that shit, dude.
No opinion. It's the facts.
It is fact, because this is unbelievably awful.
That's how bad this movie is. So folks, I'm gonna sign us off right now. Yeah. People enjoy this movie. Please tell us the facts why you enjoyed it. Not opinion. Facts.
Yeah, give me a reason why you actually think this is good. Because you know what? For the visit, no one was able to do that.
No.
Or
Nobody.
knock.
Nothing.
So go ahead, folks. If you can give me a legitimate reason, I will be nice and I'll reply. If you can't give a reason, I'm just going to tell you to fuck off and go choke your chicken in the deepest depths of hell. I'm serious.
So folks, that's all I say. I gotta take a shit and ciao for now.